Dudes and Friends podcast, episode 16 is live and in the cut. It's that dude, Ruben. And as always, joined by my dude, my buddy, Mr. Brandon. Mr. Brandon, what's good, man?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? NBA playoffs. Seen some movies lately. A little bit of drama. A little bit of drama. We got to talk. But yeah, it's a good time.
Uh, Pretty sure the last episode we talked about some movies. We'll dive into that in a little bit. But man, you said it. NBA playoffs, bro. NBA playoffs is knee deep in the middle of things. As it sits right now, it'll probably change by the time this episode comes out. But um, Thunder is in the playoffs. They're in the Western Conference Finals. They swept their way all the way through. They're 8-0. New York Knicks, they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. They beat the hell out of the 76ers each game. Um, Spurs and Wolves and Pistons and Cavs are going into game six, 3-2 for Spurs, 3-2 for Cavs. Tell me, man, what are your thoughts so far with everything that you've seen? Anything that you catch you by surprise? Anything you're impressed by?
Yeah, I mean, definitely impressed by the Knicks, even though I didn't think the Sixers had a chance in hell at beating them in a 7 game series. I think the way that they swept them, I mean, they were just each game like they were blowing them out. Really wasn't close at all. Uh, Especially after the Sixers just beat the Celtics in a series right before that. So it's like you expect them to put up a tougher fight. I was actually really surprised by that. They just kind of rolled over. I know Embiid was a little hurt throughout the series, didn't play most of the games. Um, so of course that's going to hurt, but still, you got to put up a little bit of a tougher fight than that. I will say, of course, my favorite series, Timberwolves and Spurs. Like that's been really entertaining. They've definitely been the best games. Like they've been really chippy. Been a lot of complaints about the refs. It's been very physical. Wemby's gotten ejected out of a game, elbowing the hell out of somebody. But they were playing rough with him though. So I mean, they got him to get to that point. But no, it's been fun. It's been fun. That's what you want to see. That's the physical game I want to see for sure. But um, how you feeling about your Spurs?
Well, so real quick, not to beat a dead horse because this is kind of
Yeah.
in the past, but right, like you said, Wimby had that incident where he threw an obvious elbow at Nas Reed.
hmm
Um, thank God he didn't kill him, and he didn't get any suspension or fines. Um, is that shocking? Are you cool with that? What are your thoughts?
I'm cool with that. I think we need more of that in the league, to be honest with you. I'm being so serious. I think we need to bring that back. Like it's getting so soft with the people don't want to see that flopping. So I mean, you got to be physical, bring that stuff back, penalize the flopping. If you want to penalize something, fine guys for flopping. Um, I mean, when you're playing in college, when you're playing I don't know if they do that in the pros, but there's technical fouls for flopping. It's like that's an actual tech. So I
There
think,
should be. I think there was at one point in the NBA. I don't know why they don't. I haven't seen it called lately.
mhm. Yeah. So yeah, no, I love the game when it's physical. So I like that. It's going to encourage. I think guys are going to be a little bit less shy to get physical like that. And it's NBA playoffs. That's how they're supposed to be. It's supposed to be high octane like that. But what do you think? I know you're happy he didn't get suspended. I mean, that's your squad. So him being
I'm
out there.
I'm happy because I was worried that he was going to because there certainly is a double standard because if this happened in December, right? Like I think maybe he would have gotten suspended.
Yeah.
So there's certainly a double standard there. But you're absolutely right, right? The game is too soft. And so there needs to be that. And this, I mean, look, in my lifetime, the only other player that I've seen where they're guarding how they guard Wimby is Shaq. And I remember Shaq's time with Lakers where it looked, I mean, dude, I hated the Lakers back then because Spurs and Lakers were a legit rival back in the day. And dude, seeing Shaq every game, like he was getting beat up every time he touched the ball, and they never called the fouls. And so he had to be physical. He had to throw those elbows, and that was just him being. It was him protecting himself, but obviously he was labeled like an asshole. And
Right.
so, and I'm obviously in some regards he probably was, but I think full circle back to Wimby. He's not right. He's everything but like he's the good guy. He's the face of the league He's playing how you want to play. He's
Yeah.
saying all the right things, and he's being refereed like Shaq was being refereed back in the day, where they're
Yeah.
not going to give you the benefit of the doubt because you're tall, right? Like they're going to say, well, you can take more because you're taller. So it sucks. The ejection obviously was warranted. I totally agree with that. I think really the only thing that surprised me was that he didn't get fined. To me, that's crazy that he didn't get fined. But outside of no suspension, I totally. I mean, I get both sides of it. I would argue if he was suspended, I would have complained. But um, all that to say, it is a great series. But look, I mean, Spurs. So long as Wemby doesn't do that again, Spurs should have no issue closing this out in six. Um, Unless he twists an ankle or something, anything short of an injury. Because that's look. I mean, the Spurs almost won that game where he was ejected in Minnesota. The Spurs are just
They
the better
did.
team, obviously, which would lead us all roads to OKC and the Spurs, which is that's really that's the real matchup. That's what you've essentially people have assumed that this would be the matchup since back in December. So here we are, man. I don't know. I mean, assuming and the Cavs are up 3-2, assuming they close that one out, you got Cavs and Knicks. What are your predictions on Thunder Spurs and Cavs and Knicks?
Thunder Spurs, Cavs, Knicks, man, it's tough. I'd like to see the Spurs, take that one. I really don't like to see the Thunder play. They're a bunch of floppers, like we were just talking about. I like a few of their players. I like Jay Will. I like the way that he plays a lot more than Shaw. Chet, I actually like the way that he plays too. I don't mind him too much. Um, but dude, it's gonna be tough. They're just so deep, young. I know Spurs are young too. I'll say if Wemby can play, with if Wemby's not getting hurt, they're able to keep him out there on the floor. I do think the Spurs have a chance. But I don't know. I'd probably have to take Thunder if I had to put some money on it. If it was like, and then we got Knicks. I think the Pistons, I think they could force a game seven. I mean, yeah, the Pistons could force a game seven. So I like the way that they play. I think the Cavs, James Harden's notorious for choking, man. They've been kind of they've been enjoying kind of his points on the side. He's been playing a lot of minutes. Donovan Mitchell's been kind of streaky. He's been here and there. They had a hard time getting past the Raptors. They've had a hard time in this series too. I
Mm-hmm.
think Pistons will force it to game seven. So I think it'll be, yeah, Pistons Knicks. I see the Knicks going to the finals. I actually called it. This was my team. This team I was saying in the regular season slash off season of last year, kind of looking at the scope of things. Because I didn't think Jason Tatum was going to come back. So I
Yeah.
thought removing the Celtics without Jason Tatum coming back, I thought it was going to be the Knicks coming out of the East. It looks like it's going to be them. So I'd say, Knicks Thunder. That matchup, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Um, but man, I think the Thunder I think they're too OP in a 7 game series. It's different from NBA and NFL. NFL, you can get a guy, you can get them in one game. You can just have a good night, play perfect. The matchups can work well, but I think over a 7 game series, I think the Thunder are going to go all the way. What are you kind of thinking?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're absolutely right. I think, look, I think the Cavs are going to close it out in Cleveland. I mean, it feels like the Cavs have the better of the superstars, right? And Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. I know James Harden, it's like he's notorious for just being the opposite of a superstar in the playoffs. But he's got Donovan Mitchell there. Donovan Mitchell's a baller.
Yeah.
So I don't doubt
Yes.
that he could bail him out. And then you got like Max Strus and Jared Allen there and Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley was balling the last game. So I think the Cavs will close that one out. In the East, I do see the Knicks running away with it. They're just a freight train in the East, man. It's theirs to win, and then they'll have their celebration for them in New York just for making the finals. Um, Spurs and OKC, dude. Look. I'm gonna say OKC wins just because they have the experience. This is their third year in a row getting the 1 seed. And this would be the second year in the row. They're defending champs, so this would, if they win, they would be the second year in the row being in the finals. But dude, like this, they've had the experience. Like they've all been there. This is not new to them. Did they not return the whole damn team from last year?
Yeah, they
I'm
did.
pretty
Yeah,
sure.
they did.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not. Nah, nothing would surprise me there. I mean, I certainly think the Spurs can beat them. Um, I would certainly say that if the Spurs lose, assuming the Spurs lose the series, that the season should be considered a success. I know a lot of people might say otherwise, but um, it should be considered a success. I just want that series to at least go 6 games, right? And also close because what I think the Thunder, aside from maybe the last game, have won like every game by like double digits or something, or maybe even the last game. I don't remember.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, the last game they won by 5. I'm not sure what they were like all the games. But yeah, anyway, they just been blowing people out left and right. So hate the Thunder. I'm not trying to see them anymore. And if it's, I mean, look, if it's the Thunder and Knicks, I guarantee you 90% of the people that watch the NBA's finals are just watching for the Knicks or just looking to or wanting to watch to see the Thunder lose, right? Nobody's watching because they want to see the Thunder play ball or because they like the Thunder. That's crazy. That doesn't exist.
Yeah, no.
Um, but
Strictly Oklahoma fans. Fans of all Oklahoma are watching the Thunder and cheering
bro,
them
that's
on.
regional, man. Put that on
Yeah.
their little regional block. You'll be fine. Um, Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
I do see Oklahoma City winning again, which honestly they could have a dynasty out of it. Like everybody on their team's young, and so the Spurs, all they have to do is, like a lot of other teams, right? Like teams that were coming up against the Warriors. Your only priority this summer and the off season is to what can we do to get better to beat that team, right? Not to get better or to compete. It's to beat that team. And so the Spurs off season, again, assuming they lose, your only priority is like, okay, what can we do to beat the Thunder in a 7 game series?
Yeah.
That's it.
Let me ask you this hypothetically. Let's say, yeah, Thunder do go all the way, win this championship. I'm sure they'll win another one after that. So that'd be a quick three. If Shy ends up getting enough rings, you think he'll have the with how much he's hated with the flopping stuff, he's really not respected. Even though he's getting 35 a damn game, he's still not respected because he flops so much. You think we'll have the first player in the NBA that's that statistically great, have like the Floyd Mayweather effect? To where if he wins all those championships, people are still going to be like, nah, like he's not even like that. Like if he
Yeah,
starts winning, yeah,
absolutely, absolutely right.
yeah,
Because there's
still say,
nothing. I haven't met a Shy fan, right? I have
I don't
not
know.
met
Yeah,
one,
I haven't either.
not met one. And certainly the people that are glazing him on social media are people that are from OKC.
Yeah,
So have not met one. Obviously, we're not saying he's not a good baller. He's a baller. Um, he's just not. He's not somebody that you go rush to see. He's not somebody that puts fans in the seats. He's not somebody that makes you want to stay home and watch the game on TV, right? So I mean, it's not. Yeah,
yeah.
he's not. He's not. He doesn't bring that. He doesn't bring that wow factor.
He doesn't,
Uh,
man. It's boring.
so
It's
yeah, it's
very
boring, dude.
boring.
That's lame, man. But I mean, speaking of Shy, the second round they just they beat the Lakers. They swept them. Which this past season they went 8-0 against the Lakers, which is crazy. Um, yeah, I mean, you
Yeah, it
you
is.
legit have zero answers for them. That's wild. The Lakers, they're entering some territory, man, where they're gonna have to make some major moves. One of those major moves, big elephant in the room. LeBron James is a free agent. Um, I know we've talked about this a handful of times before. He feels a little bit disrespected by the Lakers a couple times this season. Um, he's talked about openly how he hasn't been the first or even second option sometimes on the Lakers, and he said he hasn't been anything less than a first option his entire life, which is crazy. So yeah, I mean, do you think he's back in LA?
I'll say it'll be a very interesting summer. So what I think I think he's gonna wait and to see what Giannis does. So I think Draymond's out of Golden State. I think Giannis, he's for sure getting moved. I think if he goes to Golden State, I think there's a real chance that LeBron would go there too. Real chance that LeBron would go there. Um, to get that extra ring, to have that squad, play with, just be able to play with Steph. But I think Giannis is just icing on the cake. I just, you got to do that, especially at this stage in your career. You can make it work with the salary cap if that's what you want to do. Uh, if not, if there's not like a perfect scenario where there's a really good squad for him to go to, I could also see Cleveland, like him, with Donovan Mitchell, having a couple other guys around him, Jared Allen. You can kind of go there and still have a solid team to go through the playoffs with. I I'd say the most likely scenario, I'd say he probably just signs like a maybe another deal with the Lakers, maybe one, and then just kind of retires after next year. Maybe he pushes another 2 years, but I'd say next option I'll go Golden State. I'd say that's my next best option. What are you thinking?
Okay, so those are your power rankings. It'd be the
Yeah.
Lakers, then Golden State, then Cleveland.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's kind of where I rank him.
I don't think he's coming back to LA next year. I don't
Yeah.
think he's coming back to LA. I imagine that he does want to stay on the West Coast. So I would say Golden State's probably number one. I didn't think about Giannis. That's crazy. Um, I don't know, man. Maybe, and look, I feel like I am of the minority. I don't feel like Giannis is worth the hassle to give up what people are about to give up for him this offseason. Um, I don't know, man. I guess I just don't see it. I mean, I know obviously he led the Bucks to an NBA Finals, so clearly I'm wrong about that. But I just I don't see what other teams are seeing in him.
Man, I think it's just the team that fits him perfect should go all in though. Like if you're a Golden State, I'd throw the bank at him just because you match him with Steph and maybe two other younger pieces. You get a couple other free agents, like you got a team that can easily win a finals. The way Steph's been playing, like he's still been balling out, still been having crazy games, highlight reel plays. Just he literally just throws that shit up in the air and it goes in. It's like it's unreal. But
It'd be nice for sure. I
yeah.
guess that's true, right? Like if you pair them up in a system that works, like for instance, Golden State, right, where they can both play one on one against somebody. That's where that'd be. And if you got like, what if they traded for Klay Thompson and for pennies and brought Clay back, or you signed LeBron, to a lower deal, which I get. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you'd want a shooter. I don't wouldn't necessarily think LeBron's that shooter,
Yeah.
but bro, you can get Clay for pennies.
I was gonna say I could absolutely see them getting Clay back for sure. Yeah, at this point. I could see that happening. Um, but yeah, dude, no, I think LeBron could definitely go there. I think that's the best option for him. I think Giannis, I like I said, I think he's gonna move. I do think he's gonna move though, because like he's still signed, but didn't they say that they're going to move him before the season starts? I'm pretty sure they had announced that.
They're looking
Um,
they're actively putting him on the trade block this offseason.
right. So like any other teams, I just don't see any other teams that he would go to that he would just make like a huge difference. Like, what other teams do you think? Maybe I'd say like maybe a Dallas. You go to Dallas, that would really shake some shit up, especially if you keep Kyrie there, Cooper Flag. You got him, you got Anthony Davis. That
Are
would
you
be a
talking about
nasty squad.
Giannis or LeBron?
Giannis, if you send
Giannis
Giannis
to go to
there.
Dallas. Okay.
Um, LeBron, not a bad option either. LeBron, that'd be a great squad for him.
I was thinking LeBron back in Dallas because his boys
Yeah.
with Kyrie, and then
hmm
obviously you'd have a young Cooper Flag there as well. But I mean, I don't know.
Also, got to remember that he was blindsided too by that goofy ass Nico trade
Hmm.
that sent AD. So he didn't know that, yeah, he can reunite with both his guys. And you got Cooper Flag, like you said. Clay is still on contract there, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, he's still on
So yeah,
contract.
So he didn't play that great, but I mean, he can turn it up. I mean, he's done it before.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody really played that great in Dallas other than Cooper Flag, and that's
Right,
because he's
right.
like 20 years old.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, we'll see. It'll be an interesting offseason for sure, man. We'll see how that goes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely excited for that. All right, man, let's move on. Baseball's in the swing of things. Um, Let me see. What are those records looking like in baseball? I think some of the best records that we've seen so far overall, Atlanta Braves chopping it up, best record in baseball. Tampa Bay Rays right behind them, Chicago Cubs right behind them, and then New York Yankees. That kind of tops it out. Your Kansas City Royals are looking a little sluggish there on the bottom half at a currently 19 and 25. Um, I know. I mean, I feel like we still got 700 more games of baseball left to go.
Just about.
Yeah, it's hard to say, man. You think the Royals will turn it around here soon, or you think that's kind of where they should
Dude.
be?
Oh man, we had actually the city had higher hopes than this shit. Honestly, I think we thought they thought that we were gonna be better. Um, yeah, dude. So I could see him moving up a little bit more in the division. It looks like they're tied with the Tigers for last, which is just
Yeah,
awful. Four
but
and a
it's only
half.
4.5. Yeah,
Yeah, right, exactly. Only 4.5. So they can make some moves, move on up. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs by any means, but they can make some moves. Maybe try to get away from that 100 loss season. Um, and then on the other end, I was actually hearing that the little Dodgers didn't start off too high either, but they're in second in their division. They kind of made their way back up, but I could definitely see the Dodgers making it again. That Otani dude's just ridiculous, and I heard he's been balling out still. So Royals, absolutely not, but the Dodgers are the other team that I look at. Just I like their. I played Little League for a Dodgers team, so I'm a secondary Dodgers fan. I'll say that.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah. I see the Dodgers. Actually, Dodgers and Padres are tied for the division lead.
yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times it's those two teams up there. Chicago's been balling. It's always nice to see the Cubs do well. I don't know if you noticed this, but the Athletics, the A's, they're just branded as just the Athletics. There's no city in front of the Athletics.
Is there? Did they?
So like because they're not in
Yeah.
Oakland anymore and
Oh, I see that here.
they're playing
Yeah.
temporarily in Sacramento and they're waiting to move to Vegas. So they're just the Athletics. So if you got
I'm seeing that right here.
if there's any fans out there that got if you got any Oakland A's gear, that's now vintage and you could probably sell that. So go get your money. But
Crazy work.
yeah,
Oakland lost
Rays are
all their
looking good.
teams. Sad.
Dude, that's so sad, man. That's so sad. Um, that's crazy. I know baseball is actually talking about, I mean, NBA we're talking about doing expansion. Baseball, I mean, a lot of, I mean, MLB and NBA have more recently have had serious conversations about doing expansion. Do you know, is there any cities that you think that should be in the running for a new MLB team?
MLB. Dude, I feel like MLB is pretty covered for the most part, honestly. Like they have a lot of the big cities like that aren't covered by the NBA. They have like Kansas City, Seattle. They have what else?
So I'm looking at here some of the leading candidates are Nashville, Salt Lake City, Charlotte, Sacramento, Portland, Mexico City, and then Montreal, which Montreal used to have a team that had the Expos.
Right. Okay. Yeah, not Canada. I would say man, dude, that's tough, you know. Nashville is booming. I could see Nashville, but would you have the fan base? That's the only thing. You need fans to fill those stadiums, so you can't really just throw them anywhere. But I'd say Nashville's such a booming city. I could definitely see that. I mean, people are moving there constantly. I'd say that's maybe the most popular one that I heard. Salt Lake City would be pretty cool too. Salt Lake City has a badass background for a stadium. Just the skyline and
Hmm.
the view of the mountains. It's a pretty cool looking
It'd be
city.
nice to have something more like in the Midwest or not, or in the mountain area,
Hmm.
because there's not a lot of teams out there. Nashville
Right,
would
just
be
the
dope.
Rockies.
I don't know how logistically that would work, considering they're spending a lot of money on the Titans' new stadium. So I
Yeah,
don't know if that's in the budget for a new baseball stadium. Um, but Portland, I could see Portland working. They like the Blazers out there.
they
So
do.
shout out Blazers, and even their MLS team. Their MLS team always draws good crowds.
Yeah.
So I could see Portland working out. I could see Portland and in Salt Lake for sure working out. Charlotte, I'm not so sure. I mean, they got the Panthers. They're always mediocre at best. Then they got the Hornets, same mediocre at best. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
man,
sad.
it is sad. It's and actually, I've been to Charlotte. It's actually not a bad city. I just feel bad. They have a terrible sporting base there.
They just suck.
Yeah, yeah. But they're big on NASCAR, man. They're big on NASCAR.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So just ask Michael Jordan.
Shout out Bubba
Um,
Wallace.
yeah, yeah. I actually saw Bubba Wallace like 5 feet away from me one
Oh, did
time.
you for real?
I
Okay.
saw. I went to a NASCAR event here in Austin. I think it was like
Oh, that's
last year or the
dope.
year before last, and
Yeah.
walked right by him. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's the baseball world. Um, I know the last episode we talked about a lot of movies coming up in the month of May. We've since covered a little bit of those movies. We've seen them a little bit. You just saw recently Mortal Kombat 2. What's your
Oh yeah.
takeaway?
Pretty I'd say if you're a fan of the games and you know the lore to the games, you'll overall enjoy this movie. Because you get characters that we haven't seen from the first one that are in the game. The action is just as good as the first movie. The first movie had phenomenal action. I just wasn't a fan of the story. Um, but really enjoy the story in this one. They really stuck to the classical story, classical characters. You actually get the tournament, the actual Mortal Kombat tournament. You have fighters. They're going up against each other. You have the fatalities. You have Shao Kahn back. You have Quan Chi. You have some of those other NetherRealm characters. You have Noob Saibot in this one, which is really cool. Um, he has some really cool fight scenes. And of course, my guy, my favorite Mortal Kombat character, Johnny Cage, is in this one. He kind of leads the way a bit. And actually, you know what's cool? I wouldn't even say that he's the main character of this movie. The trailers kind of they kind of finesse you a little bit. It's actually Katana. Is really the main character of the movie. Johnny Cage is like kind of the second main character, but really, really didn't think it was a terrible how would I say it? Because I would also say that it's not a good movie, essentially. So, like, if you weren't a fan of the game and you don't know the games, you're probably gonna think it sucks a lot. And I'm just
It's
gonna
just
be
a fun
honest,
movie.
right? It's just a really fun movie to watch. So I just like the fighting scenes. Like I said, I like some of the stages they go back to that are from the original games. I like how they kind of brought that to life. And I just like what they did with the characters. Like they just they were who they were. That's how I envisioned them. I think they had a cool little twist to kind of um, to something in there that has to do with the characters. I don't want to give anything away, but yeah, dude, I overall enjoyed it. And you said you saw a new one too, Sheep Detective.
The Sheep Detectives, man. The Sheep
Yeah,
Detectives. I haven't seen Mortal Kombat 2 yet. I'm trying to. I'll
yeah,
probably see it this weekend.
yeah. You
Checked out
should
the
check it
Sheep
out.
Detectives. Dude, it's good. It was good.
Yeah,
It's a PG murder mystery.
yeah,
Um, it's good. It's literally a fan. I mean, it's for everybody, right? If it's a date night movie, if it's for just you and your kids or a family movie, whatever you want to go, it's for everybody. It's great. Me and my son saw it on a Tuesday evening. The theater was damn near packed. Um, Great movie, dude. Highly recommend. Hugh Jackman. The voices in it, Bryan Cranston, and I forget who else is in it. I think Patrick Stewart might be in it. I can't. I mean,
uh-huh.
it sounded like him at least.
Yeah,
But It's good all around, man. It really truly is. It's definitely caught me by surprise. Also, that girl from the show The Bear, which The Bear is one of my favorite shows of all time. But yeah, one of the main girls is in that show.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
but go check out Sheep Detective, and then this month, man, we still got some bangers coming out this month. We got Mandalorian, Grogu. We got Backrooms. I've already heard some stellar reviews on both Backrooms on Passengers. I heard that movie Obsession was going to be this year's best horror movie. Have you heard about that one?
I've heard that. I've heard that. It's out right now, isn't
Yeah, it
it? I
just
think it
came
just
out.
came out.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, dude, I don't know if I'm trying to go check that one out, to be honest with you. I'm a little, those scary ones kind of get me. I mean, I usually like to, yeah, check those out at home, on a midday on Saturday, not to. But no, I'll have to go see it. If there's that much praise on it, I definitely want to watch it. I cannot wait to see Backrooms. Cannot wait for Passengers. Got Mandalorian and Grogu also, so I honestly think it's gonna. I don't know, dude. I don't. It doesn't look that great to me, but I'm hoping it is. I like the concept. But dude, yeah, I'm hyped for the rest of the month. It already had a good start to the month. Devil Wears Prada 2, Mortal Kombat. Um, there's a couple others that are out right now. Yeah, Sheep Detective, like you said. So he had a good start so far. Think the back half's going to be even better because I mean we've got some bangers, especially for the horror genre. I mean the last like couple years, dude, there's been nonstop good horror movies. It's like it's really making a comeback.
Dude, they're dropping some horror movie bangers this time of the year, and that's
Yeah.
so great to hear, man. Right? So, I mean, obviously, you got the Scream came out earlier.
Yeah.
You have Passengers coming out. You have Obsession, which that one again, right? We don't know about it until it's already out or until it's about to be out. So, because that's the thing about horror movies, they're not like unlike Scream, right? There's not a lot of movies like Scream that are just franchises and that you know people know about 5 6 months in advance. Um, but then yeah, you have like Passengers, Obsession, Backrooms, and then there's that one. Is it Hokum? I think with Adam Scott. I've heard some good things about that one.
I saw that one. It's
You saw it?
fantastic. Well, I say it's fantastic. I'd say it's a solid 8 out of 10. It's really good. I'd say it's a really good movie. Yeah, dude. You know what it really reminds me of? Have you seen that horror movie? And this horror movie's great. I used to watch this shit all the time. It was scary as hell. 1408. Have you seen that one?
With John Cusack?
Yeah, it's like the
He's in a hotel
writer.
room.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't
I've seen
believe
that
in like
movie.
ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
Very, very similar to that,
Okay.
but a little bit
That
of a
one was
twist.
trippy.
That one was scary as hell. Yeah, so it's a little bit like that. But as far as the concept goes of the character, I'll say. So same kind of concept. It's a writer that doesn't believe in ghosts and witches and all that bullshit, and he goes to stay at a hotel. I'll say that concept in itself is similar. Very entertaining movie. It's a smart movie. It's not like I say it's a smart movie. I don't confuse that with realistic. I'd say it's a smart movie because the character is not a complete idiot in the movie. So he does things that you would do. So it makes it entertaining. There's a backstory that's aside from the horror that's really entertaining, but it's a good one, dude. Yeah, you should check that one out for sure.
Dude, I love that these movies, particularly the horror genre, is getting a lot of rave reviews, right? Because you traditionally horror movies are just chalked up as like goofy or like fun, like just fun movies. Like they're not taken
Yeah,
seriously,
right.
especially from an acting standpoint. Which probably over the last 5 years, that's definitely changed a little bit. But I
Hmm.
even more so now that is become a little bit more with a lower budget. You have more people loving these movies and wanting to see these movies compared to these $200 million budget movies like Masters of the Universe, which comes out the first week of June.
Yeah.
And I heard that the ticket sale, the pre-ticket sales for Masters of the Universe is not good. I saw
Dude,
that it was
yeah.
like I think they're projected the opening weekend was like 25 to 35 million, which is not bad on its own, but when you have a $200 million budget, it is.
It's looking bad, dude. I completely forgot that movie was coming, dude. See, like even us just like bringing that up, it's like. I, and I wasn't like a huge He-Man fan. So like I don't
Hmm.
know if that was even my like time growing up. I don't even know like when that was big, but like I don't even know the backstory. Obviously, I know from the trailer Skeletor is supposed to be like his big bad, but I don't even know the story really. It kind of looks like a Thor Love and Thunder type movie to me, so I'm kind of like turned off by going to see it. Maybe that's why I didn't remember that it was coming out, but I know there's people that are huge fans of it, really dig it. They like the trailers, so I'm hoping it's a good movie. I'm all for action movies like that, fun, lighthearted movies.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's more like a Ragnarok and not a Love and Thunder. But were you like a fan of He-Man or?
Dude, no, man. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I was familiar with him, and I got to think like He-Man is more targeted to like it's a probably people in their 40s.
Oh,
Because
really?
that was
I thought it was
a little bit before my time. Um,
okay.
so because that was like I think that was more like a early mid 80s thing.
Hmm.
And yeah, I mean, it's yeah, that's just never was my thing. I'm pretty sure I grew up with He-Man toys, but I never
Yeah.
really like watched the show. Um, but I mean, yeah, right. Like on the list of movies that I'm looking forward to, right? Like He-Man isn't above Mandalorian and Grogu Backrooms. It's not above
No
Passengers,
chance.
right? All the good reviews I heard about Obsession, it wouldn't be above that.
Yeah, no way.
So and then also like Scary Movie also comes out at the same time as Masters of the Universe. Um, I heard ticket sales are kind of marginal for that one as well, also. Um, so
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, yeah, I don't, yeah, I really don't know. It's, I guess we'll see how they fare. You think they'll be all right?
Yeah. You said so like budget, what did you say it was at? 200 million?
Yeah, like 200 mil for Masters of the Universe.
Um, so that's usually I'm just doing so yeah, so if 200 was like the budget, they probably spent like what? They probably spent like 100 on marketing, and then you're supposed to do like multiply those by 1.5. Let's see. So I'm looking up like the total here.
Yeah, they
So
said if
they
you
got to
want
make
to
425.
realistically, yeah, you want to double your the movie
Yeah,
budget to make a
roughly.
profit.
Yeah, yeah. So roughly like 425 what they got to make to break even. I don't think it's gonna make that. I don't see it making that. It's like to put it in comparison, like what's like a movie like Devil Wears Prada. I don't even think is probably around that number right now. Um, if and it's no, it's probably not. Let me see. Let's go with total earnings. So the total earnings, yeah, for that, it's made over, so it's about 439 is what Devil Wears Prada 2 is made. So you put it in comparison to that, where that's like a movie that kids are not going to go see.
Hmm.
I don't even know if kids are going to go see this one though. I'd say it might hit it. I'd say best case scenario it breaks even, but I wouldn't be surprised if it lost money. I don't see it making money though. I'd say no to that.
Yeah, I see Devil Wears Prada currently is at 443 worldwide, and its budget was an estimated 100 mil. So,
Yeah.
right, you
So they
times
did
that by two, you've doubled like your profits on that one.
they did great. Yeah,
So they did good. Yeah, it did what it's supposed to do, and probably gives them more reason to make a third one 10 years from now.
yeah, yeah, for real. We'll keep them rolling. They keep making money. That's
Yeah.
how that's how it goes. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, I'm worried for them. Like I said, completely forgot about it. I don't think it's gonna do well. It's rough for Jared Leto, man. I mean, holy shit. How many how many bad movies are you gonna be in, my guy? How many like you gotta start saying no to things or
Well,
start switching up.
people are saying that he's the problem. It's not the movies, it's
Yeah.
him.
Right. He's like being
So
all weird and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, dude. Apparently on that Suicide Squad, when he was Joker,
Hmm.
um, what he like had like a live rat that he was walking around with. There was like a story of that. And he
Something
was,
like that.
or was
I
a
heard he was
dead
like
rat that he
sending
threw his.
I heard he was sending dead animals to people
Yeah,
like in the mail or something.
right.
And like even did that to Will Smith or Margot Robbie and
Uh-huh.
like it was like, I was like, bro, like okay, we get your character, man, but dude, like
Yeah.
what's like yeah, you're not the Joker. Like you're not. Like chill.
Right, like get out of here, dude. One movie that he was in though that was really good. Have you seen Blade Runner 2049?
Yes, I did.
That's a
Yes,
good
I
one.
did.
I
It is
like
a good
that.
movie.
Good
I,
sci-fi
I
movie.
mean, I guess right. Like, I guess to your point, the movie was good in spite of Jared Leto. Not the movie wasn't good
Yeah, not
because of
because
Jared
of
Leto,
yeah.
right? Like that one was just that had everything to do with the director and Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford, right? That had
Right.
nothing to do with Jared Leto.
You know
Um,
that's a Denny
Denis Villeneuve,
yeah,
Villeneuve.
yeah, dude.
Hmm.
Mr. Dune. Oh
Yep,
yeah.
Mr. Dune, Sicario.
Yeah.
Um,
Sicario's fucking
Arrival,
dope.
Arrival, one of my favorite
Arrival's
movies.
fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, I like that one too.
So yeah, oh yeah, definitely well aware.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
but yeah, so I'm looking at yeah, Jared Leto's got two other movies upcoming outside of Masters of the Universe.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully those don't go through.
Let's say avoid him
Uh,
at all costs.
and Tron Ares, did you ever see that one?
Yeah, yeah, I saw that one. It was bad. It was pretty bad. He didn't do, I actually didn't think he did a bad job in it though. He was actually probably one of the better parts about it, which is weird. But yeah, the movie sucked for sure. I don't remember what the story was. Yeah, yeah, I definitely watched it. The action was cool. I remember it looked really good.
By the time we fire up another episode, we'll be in the conference finals already in the NBA, and
Crazy.
man, we've come a long way since the playoffs are already first started.
Oh yeah.
We may even have to touch on some NHL playoffs, which I always say I wish I just watched more NHL because those playoffs are a lot more exciting than some of these. Like I mean, dude, I guarantee you, like an Eastern Conference game in the NHL is probably more exciting than this Cavs Pistons game. Um, so just
Yeah,
throwing that out
probably.
there.
Yeah, I'd say I wouldn't. I'd say you're not lying, to be honest with you. I'd definitely take the NHL playoff game over that one.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man. All right, bro. Well, this has been good, man. We'll get more going. Obviously, always a lot more to talk about. We never know what news is going to break in between now and the next time we talk again. But episode 16 is in the books. And then episode 17, we'll fire it up on probably NBA Finals picks and what other drama Mike Vrabel and his girl got caught up in again at that time. So
Yeah.
we'll see, man. But it's that dude Ruben. Get that dude Brandon. Like, thumbs up, subscribe, thumbs up, retweet, reshare, everything in between. I always forget the words of what you got to say. Follow us Instagram, TikTok, um, at Dudes and Friends podcast. Check us out, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode.